I love DAGGERHEART. I think this system is super neat with its narrative focus, easy to use rules, and physical cards. Can we change the lighting? Okay, great, thanks. While it may not be my favorite system, I think the design centered around the following the fiction is a useful tool that you can use in any TTRPG game. Whether you're playing Lancer, Pathfinder, or Shadow Dark. One of the biggest pushbacks to DAGGERHEART's narrative gameplay is you can't run a dungeon crawl in it. Or you could, but it would feel off. The tactile tension between GM and player is shortened in DAGGERHEART. Upon opening a treasure chest in DAGGERHEART, the GM must ask, "What do you find in there?" And the players must make up what they find, and the GM simply sits back and lets the players write the whole game. This is obviously false. A narrative surrounding DAGGERHEART is that it is the free-form theater kid version of D&D. And while this generalization that I helped to make is somewhat true, I wanted to put it to the test. Why not run one of the most enormously complicated dungeons of all time, Castle Ravenloft? Now, I should say, my goal is not to prove that DAGGERHEART can be played in hardcore dungeon crawl mode. I have no intention of contorting this system to make it bow to my will. This isn't 5e. No, I want to see what happens when I try to run something in it like Castle Ravenloft, which is really complicated. I want to study the differences and find out what makes it so different from other systems. And with this video, I hope that I can show you the best and worst parts of DAGGERHEART, allowing you to decide whether or not you think it's for you or not. So tonight, well, we filmed this in the morning, I've gathered my friends to play Castle Ravenloft in DAGGERHEART and see what the system can really do. Welcome to Dungeon Delve, where we put the fun to the test. But first, I want to give a big shout out to this video's sponsor, Ghostfire Gaming, and their new campaign book, Dreams of the Drowned God. Their Kickstarter for this campaign just launched. This is an adventure campaign for 2024 5e, and it was designed by Will Doyle, who worked on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and Tomb of Annihilation. But to be honest, one of my favorite things about this is the balance of war mechanic. It's this really cool mechanic where the GM gets to keep track of shifting alliances, and the player's actions can change it, and some of the factions can break out into all war, or you could try to keep the peace. That's a really cool, dynamic way to do a story in a TTRPG game. If you want to play or send your players into the drifting various planes of the ethereal expanse in order to uncover mysteries and go on great adventures, then you should go check out this Kickstarter from Ghostfire Gaming. Once again, Ghostfire Gaming, stamp of approval. They make some of the best content out there for TTRPGs. Ghostfire also produced my book, The Questonomicon. Only bangers from Ghostfire Gaming. Go check it out. The Kickstarter only has limited time, and there's a lot of really cool stuff if you back the Kickstarter. Thank you to Ghostfire for sponsoring this video. There's a link in the description and in the comments. Okay, so anyways, Castle Ravenloft in DAGGERHEART.
Hi, I'm Dieter. I'm playing the Ribbit Wanderborn Guardian Stalwart, named Ribbert.
So obviously everybody's characters are pretty dense. They've each got an ancestry, they've got a class, and they've got all of this stuff, which is all gonna make sense eventually, but the one that really matters, that I at least want to explain to you in case you have no idea what it means, is experiences. In DAGGERHEART, you don't really have like a big list of skills that you get to add numbers to and proficiencies and skill points and all that stuff. Instead, you, the player, get to come up with a saying or something that represents your character, their story, what they do, and who they are. And they can really be anything. And then through the game, you can spend a hope, which is a resource that the players use, to increase your rolls by 2 so long as they pertain to one of your experiences. So whenever you hear anybody use one of their experiences, that's because they wrote it into their character sheet. They said, that is something that my character does well, and now I'm going to use it. Dieter, what is Ribbert's experiences?
I have Hoppy Helper.
Aww.
Don't Croak.
Don't croak.
That's crazy.
Sticky Fingers, and Ravenloft Storytime. DAGGERHEART seems to be a really good free-form sort of storytelling device, really, to play around with a bunch of friends.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm playing Vistro, the Furbolg warrior, Call of the Brave, Orderborn.
Vistro, what are your experiences?
You need a spot, bro. Weekend Pump Warrior. Woke 6'2", by the way. And Esoteric Taurus Insight. I like DAGGERHEART. I like DAGGERHEART a lot. Has a little special place in my heart, even though I've only played one time, which was the one shot we did here. I really enjoy the role playability of this game and how easy it is to make any type of character that you want, and how much it's based on the characters and not so much the story that the DM comes up with. I have a lot of fun with it.
Hello, my Daggerheart duckies. I am Jack, and I am playing Calliope Bright, the underborn human primal origin sorcerer.
Calliope, what are your experiences?
My experiences are one with the weave, fight the power, light in the dark, and bump in the night. I think the system's really neat. Having only played it, this will be my second time playing it, but I do like it. I like that it takes a lot of the good things from many modern RPGs and kind of mashes them together into a pretty fun role-playing and smooth fictional experience.
Hey y'all, I'm Pep, and I'm playing Ushi, the Goblin Ranger Wayfinder with a underborn community. Mine's Duck, charge the front line to the T and behind enemy lines.
Oh, I love To the T. That's cool.
I'm kind of equal parts excited and kind of nervous to play Daggerheart. I've had a lot of exposure to it. I'm not really playing it, but I watch things like Age of Umbra and clearly where my critical role fit. I like the series. I like the content. I support my beacon. It's a cool stuff, so I'm really excited to kind of play it, but I hope I just don't like kind of trundle my way through it all, you know?
I'm Spencer. I'm playing Carter, the Infernus Order-born Winged Sentinel Seraph. That's a mouthful. Carters are sous chef, hunter-gatherer, demolition, and inspection and improvals. We did a one-shot of Daggerheart a week ago. It was really fun. We made some food. We were all little whimsical guys, and I brought my character back for it because I had a good time. I love Curse of Strahd. It's probably my second favorite adventure. So I'm really excited to put a little spin on it, make it fun again. Replayability.
Making the character was probably a little bit more like deceptively simple. A lot of it seems to be just be like, put what you want here, you're good, just make a story.
Making a character in Daggerheart is a little confusing. It's a little bit complicated if you don't have someone there who knows how to do it to help you out.
I really enjoy making characters in Daggerheart. I use the Demiplane Nexus for Daggerheart online. It does require you to buy the book through them, but once you do, you have pretty easy access to the character builder. It keeps track of all your cards for you. It has all the equipment in there. It's a really good resource.
I really liked making a character through Daggerheart. I think there's a lot of really cool like role-playing stuff that it wants us to do. Building the connections with each other and some of the experiences were a lot of fun.
Making a character in Daggerheart was a little complicated at first because I didn't understand the rules, but now that I understand it, I think it is very simple. They have basic stats set up for you at the start. They give you a little list of things that, you know, would fit the character, like armors and weapons and stuff. And then when you level up, they have a cool little list of things you can take, and it makes it super easy.
So here's the last thing I want to know before we start. You have all somehow wandered into Barovia beyond the mists, and you are making your way to Castle Ravenloft. For what reason are you doing this?
I have 900 sons but one daughter, and she's sick. So I
Oh, wow.
So I'm here.
Rivertina!
Yeah. So I'm here in Ravenloft because I heard that there was an immortal man, and I want to figure out how.
Whoa.
Yeah, just turn your daughter into a vampire.
Yeah.
What?
My father, my mentor, who taught me how to like control my magic, disappeared into the mists, and I'm trying to find him. His name is Noah. This is very exciting. Curse of Strahd is one of the most iconic D&D adventures of all time. I'm very interested in seeing how it works with Daggerheart, especially considering that it is basically a big old dungeon crawl, and I feel like Daggerheart isn't usually suited for that kind of thing, but this is an experiment, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
I think my people from the underground want Barovia.
That's sick, dog.
And they sit me in to be the first one and then report back. Like, it's horribly...
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this.
This is a bad place.
After Carter and Clover make all their money from their cookbook that they made, they get into home renovation, and they got a really good deal on a bunch of houses in Barovia.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
A lot of
Wait,
property.
Landlord in Barovia?
Yeah.
Strahd is bad enough.
Yeah.
Another parasite.
He found a flyer saying that there was a bodybuilder competition in in a town that started with a B, but he hasn't discovered that he has dyslexia and can't read yet.
Jesus
and so
Christ.
he read the wrong town name and now he's here. Daggerheart being in Castle Ravenloft is going to be very interesting, I think, because when I think of Daggerheart, it's very whimsical. It's very, you got a frog and cows and cats and things like that. And when I think of Castle Ravenloft, I think of spooky and scary and kind of gothic, knights, like things like that. And so I'm interested to see how the whimsical and the gothiness kind of merge together.
I have not played a lot of Barovia, at least in the traditional sense. I've played a lot of homebrew stuff with it, but it's always been post-Strahd, so it's really cool to see this new setting kind of brought to life in this new edge. But I'm also super nervous for it, because the only thing I really know about Castle Ravenloft is it's massive, difficult to maneuver around, and it's really tough on the DM. So I think that would be really hard for that conversion to do 1-to-1. I think Jacob got it. We'll have to see if it really hits it.
This is an interesting party composition. As per my experience, anytime that you run Curse of Strahd, there's always got to be 1 or 2 player characters who wildly do not fit into the gothic horror setting. And I think that's what Vistro and Ribbert are here to do. But everybody had pretty good reasoning as to why they're here. I think that's an interesting standpoint of Daggerheart, is that the characters and their motivation and their narrative comes first. So we'll just see how it plays out. But let's get started. This evening, your party has finally made it to Castle Ravenloft. After passing through the craggy peaks of the Balanox, the road took a sudden turn to the east, and the startling awesome presence of Ravenloft itself towers before you. One of you is driving this carriage. Who is it?
I think I'm the thing pulling the carriage.
You don't have horses?
We have a minute.
So it's you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your answer is him.
What an interesting way to begin this narrative.
I didn't know what the tone was going into this, if we were going to be, very somber and serious, because, it's Ravenloft. It's very dark and gritty and gothic. And then all of a sudden, after we get this transition from the castle to us, it's fucking Bistro pulling the carriage. That's hilarious.
I'm glad we got a big boy with us here today. I've got 901 kids. I can work up to be a role model like Vistro.
Vistro, he's enjoying this a lot. He's getting his gains in while he's doing an adventure.
Vistro's a big boy.
Yeah, what did I say? Take it away, Vistro. Okay, so
Yeah.
Vistro, you... Flashback, you guys are in the village of Barovia, and they're like, please, you may have this carriage if you're going to Ravenloft. You'll need it. And there's 2 horses that are just pure black, and you're like, don't need them. And you unstrap them, put them on. Everybody gets in. It's like, kunk, kunk, kunk.
And that's why they call him yoked.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Gothic horror at its finest. That's okay. We're a little bit of a silly group. That's just how it's going to go. We don't need to get into the finer details of how Vistro is able to do that. This is how they get to Ravenloft. That is all that this serves for the purpose of the story. Vistro, you've noticed something unique about the trees here. What is it?
They glitter.
In this area of Barovia, as you guys get closer to the castle, around the Svalich Woods, some of the trees slightly glitter and gleam, as if light is attempting to pass through them, almost like a prism. They almost don't even seem real to you. Perhaps that the very forest surrounding Castle Ravenloft is potentially an illusion created by Strahd.
Whoa.
Something that I found really interesting about the pre-written introductory adventure that is present within the Daggerheart book is that it has these little questions to get the players ready to start narrating portions of the game. I decided to steal one of those, which is what's interesting about the trees.
I like the sparkly trees. Reminds me of Twilight. It's a good little mix for Curse of Strahd.
As your steeds pull the carriage around a tight corner.
One.
You're right. Sorry, it's written in the description here. As Vistro pulls the
There we
carriage
go.
around a tight corner, one wheel coming off the ground for just a moment. Vistro and the carriage comes to a stop just in front of twin guardhouses of turreted stone, broken from years of use and exposure. Beyond these, a chasm of dizzying depth that disappears into the fog-shrouded distance far below. The lowered drawbridge of old shorn-up wood beams hangs precariously between you and the arched entrance to the courtyard. Who steps out of the carriage first?
I can.
Ushi, as you step out, what's something that you notice about the drawbridge itself?
I think that the chains are maybe a little withered, so that the thing kind of taps on it every so
Oh,
time with
that's
the
so
wind.
cool. So the only other sound besides like the distant like of like the wind is this occasional like and it's strange because it's not rhythmic. It almost sounds like somebody knocking.
Barovia is really hard for a lot of reasons. One of it's keeping tone. A Gothic tone is super hard to keep, and it takes a lot of work and an experienced DM to do it. Even if Isho's carrying that card, Jacob has it. The tone is there, the experience is there. We're gonna be fine.
Calliope will go next.
All right, Calliope, you step out. You see the drawbridge before you. Yeah. How does Calliope feel in this moment?
Throughout this journey through Ravenloft, she has done her best to try and like keep the party hopeful. I think quite a bit of that is coming from like her own like denial. Like she's being like very toxically positive almost about like, it's okay guys, like we're gonna get through this, but like I think she doesn't believe herself. So I think just standing in the shadow of this castle, the dread kind of looms larger than it has over the rest of the journey.
That's awesome. Carter, what are you thinking about as you exit the carriage?
He's probably thinking about how he's been here for like a year now, and he just really wants to get back home.
Damn. You look through some of the mist and you swear you can make out like faces or like parts of your home, and then they like fade away as if taunting you. Ribbert, do you exit the carriage?
Yeah, I come out with a little backpack.
Yeah.
And I'm
What's something indicative of your character, something unique that you do when you come out of the carriage?
I come out with sunscreen.
In
And then I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I look up and I'm like, okay, I'll put it back in my backpack.
they say that sometimes, the UV rays are more intense when
Yeah.
it's cloudy.
Exactly.
I put a little dab on my non-nose.
Yeah.
Your snoot.
Between your snoot.
Yeah.
So one of the main tenets of Daggerheart and how the game operates is through questions. This is the primary way that the book frames playing the game, is the GM asks questions and the players answer, or the players ask questions and the GM answers. It's a really great way to just kind of get the ball rolling almost instantly. It's a little daunting at first to kind of look at your players in both their eyes and say, all right, tell me this thing and narrate it out. But everybody kind of gets the vibe. So things are going pretty well. Before you are the gates to Ravenloft. You can see that distant bit of warm light exiting from the entrance, but it is all the way across not only a courtyard, but also the drawbridge that is before you.
This is not a good place for Vishtar to be. Not a good place at all. He is large, he is heavy, he is dense. Everyone else can go first, okay? If he falls, it's fine. We'll figure it out. But if he makes everyone fall, that's gonna be insane. And I think he would feel really bad.
So the drawbridge is down, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think maybe we should proceed.
This is going to be a countdown. So a countdown is a mechanic in Daggerheart where I set a number. Just put down a D4, put it at 4. Thank you. When the countdown reaches 0, you all have crossed the bridge. Each time you guys make a successful check of any kind, that countdown is going to go down by 1. After all of the reading, prep, and playing that I have done of Daggerheart thus far, the countdown mechanic has to be one of my favorite.
I love this. This is a really unique way to interact with stuff. And it's kind of changed some of my DM chemistry for myself.
We did the countdown timer in the one shot we did, but we did do it wrong. So now we're getting a second chance, and I like it.
It's nice to have something clear and physical in front of the players to kind of, for all of us to understand what it's going to take for us to get past this challenge.
It makes it more interesting than just a binary of success or failure. Now it's kind of gamifying this aspect where we have to work together towards success, and everyone's little contribution can kind of push that forward.
10 out of 10, steal it, use it for your games.
I think I might try and give the group like a pep talk before we go
Okay.
in there. I'll just say, all right, gang, we've come a long way to get here. I know we're all after something different, and we've overcome a lot of obstacles to get here, and I think this is it. This is where it all comes together. Calliope's got your back, and I hope you all have mine. All right? Let's do this.
Roll presence.
Could I spend a hope to add my light in the dark
Yes, you can.
experience?
Just to keep in mind, you guys do start with 2 hope. In case you don't know anything about Daggerheart, I'll give a basic explanation so you can know what's going on. Whenever the players are doing something particularly difficult, they roll their dice. Each player has 2 d12s. One of them is a hope dice, one's a fear dice, and whenever they roll both and add them together, and that's their total. However, if the hope dice is higher, that means that they have rolled with hope, and if the fear dice is higher, then they have rolled with fear. On a roll with hope, they gain a hope, which is a resource that they can use for abilities or using experiences. And if they roll with fear, that means that I, the GM, gain a fear. Fear is my resource that I get to use to make adversaries appear, make things more difficult, or just in overall cause misery, or shift the narrative more in the direction of everything that isn't the players. It is a limited resource though. I only get so many, and I have to use them when I see fit. Also, whenever you roll something in Daggerheart, you do get to add one of your ability scores to the roll as well. In this instance, Jack is rolling presence, which is effectively like charisma. So Jack rolls 2d12, adds them together, adds his experience, which he spends a hope to use, which adds a +2, and then gets to also add presence to the total. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, then just keep watching. I'm sure you'll figure it out. It always makes sense in the context of whatever we're doing. So if we ever say, ooh, a 12 with fear, that normally means like, that's a fail and it's with fear, this is gonna be really bad. Or like a 24 with hope, that's really good. You get it.
A 9 with hope.
9 with hope, so you gain a hope. However, as fruitful as your words are, they don't seem to really spur on everybody.
Fisher's thinking of something else, honestly. He's thinking about his pre-workout right now, and he's kind of staring off into space. I don't think those words are really connecting with him.
What Calliope was saying was pretty inspirational, all things considered. I think it just didn't help her, the big, imposing castle and thunder in the background.
While you're happy that Calliope is here, it's not really doing much to get you guys to start making
I
work
guess,
your way
I, guess
across
it
the
isn't, I
drawbridge.
guess it isn't really helping us cross the bridge to talk to you guys. But so, not great coming out the gate with a failure right away. I feel like the Daggerheart dice are kind of swingy in that regard since you're rolling 2 D12s. Hopefully that this is just, a passing thing and I roll better from here.
Could I roll instinct to see if there's any like loose boards or chances that we'd fall through? Like,
Oh, that's
kinda make
good.
a little
Make sure
path
it's
for
safe.
us?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Make an instinct roll. A 14 with hope.
15.
15.
Sorry.
Do you want to add any of your experiences by spending a hope?
Inspections and improvals.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Then it's 17.
17 is the difficulty. This bridge is old, and there are a number of planks that look like they aren't entirely stable. Carter, you take the lead to lead everybody across to make sure that you guys pass safely. Go ahead and reduce the countdown by 1.
I think I want to do as my name says in Scout, just
Oh,
a little
love that.
bit, and try me stealth over, and maybe use my experience behind enemy lines.
Cool. 21 with fear. So I get in fear. As you scout ahead, I'm imagining you scamper. What does it look like when you're scouting?
It's probably like a soldier's crouched.
Oh,
run.
perfect. You can reduce the countdown by 1.
You know, like that exercise where it's the tires and you run? I think he's gonna try and run across the bridge like that. I think he's going last in case he breaks it. 17 with hope.
That is the difficulty. You gain a hope. The countdown timer reduces by 1. It's now at 1. You are hitting boards, and occasionally a board does snap underneath you, but you just have so much momentum and speed that it does nothing as you just continue your gait
There you
forward.
go.
So this countdown timer with the bridge is going really well. I like how narrative it is. I like that everybody's getting to do something. It's a lot of fun. I think I got a little too excited though. I was describing everything. I was coming up with what everybody could do. I realize now that this is not really the intention behind the system of Daggerheart. I should have spent more time asking the players what they do rather than telling them what happens. I just think I'm a little too not Daggerheart brained to realize that I don't need to be in control of everything. A nice part about the system is I can let them kind of describe what they do, and I can always add in anything that I want to add in. But I kind of took control a lot, and also I gained a fear and didn't do anything with it because I was like, well, I'm doing a lot already. But in reality, my players should have done more to describe what they were doing, and then I could have used that fear for something. So, but I figure it out. I start realizing oh wait, this is, you guys do that thing now. Yeah. I know how to run this. I know what's going on.
Could Calliope look up at the turrets and the walls and stuff and look out for any threats up there?
Yes. Oh, is
And
that a
then
failure
the
with fear?
Yeah.
So because this bridge is an environment that I created, it has abilities that I can use. I can spend fear to make things happen. But one of them is if anybody ever fails with fear, they potentially fall off of the bridge and nearly die. So we'll see if that happens to anyone. Why do you think Calliope is maybe not super focused in this moment? She's like trying to look out for danger, but something is at the forefront of her mind.
As she like looks up at the turrets, I think she sees these like specters of guards that used to patrol the walls.
And you see one of them kind of disappear. You watch it reappear as it was moving to the left, and then you watch as it stares directly down at you.
Uh-oh.
And as it does so, its head twists and its mouth gapes open as it and it traces a line around its neck.
Oh, Jesus
and you
Christ.
feel snapping underneath your feet as a board breaks and Calliope begins to plummet. You need to roll an agility reaction roll.
Okay.
A reaction roll is unique because I don't gain fear and you don't gain hope from them.
Could I potentially spend a hope here? Hear me out. Using my magic to try and help me right myself here
Oh,
with
yeah.
one with the weave. It's
Oh, yeah.
pretty decent. I hope it's enough. It's a 16.
What do you use in order to...
Well, fuck. I got a bad feeling about this, guys.
I don't think I have a card for that. Vistro.
Oh, she's falling. If only we had some really strong and buff bullheaded guy to pick him back up.
Here's what happens. You don't plummet down the bridge. You do use your magic to stabilize yourself, but somebody manages to grab Calliope before she plummets. It's Vistro. Vistro, you hear thud, thud, thud behind you, and then your hand is caught.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Just grab her. Just keep going. It's fine. She'll be fine.
And Vistro's here to save the day, as always. He's a big boy. He just grabbed right onto her and pulled her back up.
What magic do you use to give yourself that second to allow Vistro to grab you?
I think it's just like instinctual, like synapse reaction, blast like some momentum back, like so that there's like some recoil almost
Yeah.
to like push me back up. The first failure to be expected, right? You know, I'm giving a speech. That's not going to help us get across the bridge. Maybe it shored up people's resolve. I don't know. Man, just immediately crossing the bridge and almost plummeting to my doom before we even set foot in the dungeon. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's only up from here.
All of you stop and look and watch as Calliope is nearly plummeted. Literally, the boards tumble down into the fog, hundreds of feet below you. You are sweating, nearly out of breath. Everyone gains one stress. Calliope, you gain an additional stress.
Okay.
Marking one stress is fine. It won't do much. We're at the beginning of the game. It's cool. We're all chilling.
Another unique thing about DAGGERHEART is that everybody can mark stress. So you can mark hit points where you take damage, and if you take your last one, you die. But you can also mark stress. If your stress fills all the way up, your character becomes vulnerable, basically meaning all attacks against them have advantage. And if they ever mark a stress again, they mark a hit point instead.
When I would mark a stress, roll a d6. On a result of 6, don't mark it.
Okay.
6!
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
that's good.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So everybody else is like stressed. Describe why you're not.
I think he's just, like it says, unshakable. Like he's
Yeah.
he's
just built that
going,
way.
and he doesn't think about it. It's just reaction. He goes.
You
and,
grab Calliope, he's like,
and then I think he doesn't even realize what he did until after he's off the bridge.
you just carry her all the way to the end.
Yeah, he's just like, we're going.
Thanks, big guy.
I think with that, I am going to reduce the countdown to 0, and you guys do make it across the bridge.
The countdown challenge was great, especially if you never played before. It's a simple thing. I do this, and I succeed or fail, and it kind of teaches you how to play the game a little bit.
We did it. It took us a little bit. We got a little spooked. But again, that tone, it's there. The little seasoning that the chef puts on. If we've crossed this bridge, we can handle anything, right?
I suppose you guys do see the entrance to the castle. How do you want to try to enter the castle? You have the warm, inviting doors right before you if you'd like to enter that way.
Seems too good to
Although
be true.
it could be possible to maybe find a different type of entrance, as Calliope says under her breath, it looks too good to be true.
Our host would probably want us to come through the front door. Going through the front door seems like the obvious option. However, this is Strahd we're dealing with. He's probably got some dastardly trap set up for us. So, what better way than to not take the entrance he set up for us and find somewhere else to go through? What's the worst that could happen?
The front door is definitely a trick, so going around the back, trying to find another entrance, is probably the best idea that we've had today.
Well, we're still in low light at this point, right? Okay, so I would have my advantage, so if you want to...
I'll check the other side. That's
great.
it.
So we're
There
like
you
back
go.
to back.
Yeah.
Looking
So,
around.
sorry, re-describe to me what you're doing.
I'm looking for an alternate entrance.
Oh, okay, you
Yeah.
both are.
Yeah.
All right, roll instinct.
17 with hope.
With hope, so you gain a hope.
I mean, there's no reason for us to be untrustful of Strahd in here. He's laid out a whole open door. But if it makes other people feel better, I'll go look for another entrance. It'll be fine.
The two of you begin to search around, looking for a possible other entrance, and you do find one. On the other side, kind of way around the courtyard, you find what looks like a small footpath that leads to what looks like a servant's entrance into Castle Ravenloft.
All right, thanks, River.
Yeah. Okay. See, it's not open, but I guess we can make it be that.
Strahd's not gonna expect the back door, right? We'll go through the back door, we'll find him snacking, we'll find him in the kitchen, we'll find him wherever he's supposed to be, not unawares. We'll just go through the back door. I'm sure nothing's lurking or waiting for us.
Might be locked, though.
We might need to disguise ourselves as servants.
But I don't even know what a servant would look like here.
I put on a clip-on tie.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit weird going through a secret entrance. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Vistra really knows why we're here. It'd be kind of weird to enter someone's home through a door that they're not expecting. But if the rest of the group wants to do it, then that's fine.
Do you guys want to enter the servant entrance?
Is it locked?
Carter, does that mean you want to try to open the door? Okay,
Wait,
as
what?
you go over to open the
dumb.
door, Carter, you're feeling a little nervous as you're stepping up to this door.
Oh no.
Why is Carter feeling a little nervous in this moment?
I think the vibes are just off here.
What are the chances Strahd is behind this door?
Yeah.
Probably very little.
It's his house.
Yeah.
I mean,
You put your hand on the handle.
Yeah.
It's a bit stuck. Go ahead and roll strength.
That is 17, but with fear.
You grab onto the door
Yeah.
and you hold it, and you feel like, and you throw the door open, and as you do, leaning up against it are a number of bodies that fall in front of you, and then one of their hands,
Oh,
and it turns up and
Okay.
okay, so it looks like a bunch of just upset employees. Maybe we can talk our way out of this, you know?
This is fine. This is fine. It's just a bunch of zombies. We got this. We're level 5. That's tier 3 for anyone paying attention. We're pretty powerful at this point. We got a lot at our disposal. Let's take these walkers to town.
Okay, scratch that. There was something lurking and waiting for us, but it's zombies, and it's first combat. I'm really excited to get into this.
haha, time for combat! So combat in Daggerheart doesn't have an initiative order. Instead, all of the players and also all of my creatures can have the spotlight. When they have the spotlight, that means it's like their turn. They get to go and do an action. What is an action in Daggerheart? It's whenever you make a roll. If you make a roll, that's basically an action. If you do that, you're kind of done. The players always have the spotlight. They can choose who has it, who's gonna go next, but if anybody ever rolls with fear, then it's my turn. Or I take the spotlight. Or actually, I choose which creature to spotlight. I could also, at a point in time, spend a fear to spotlight an enemy. Combat in Daggerheart isn't really about bringing everybody down to 0 hit points until you win. It's sort of a heightened version of a skill challenge. You're making rolls, you're using your cards and abilities in order to progress the scenario. If your character would kill all of the creatures, then that's what they do. As GM, my goal is to make this fit the narrative, and I want these zombies to not be too much of a challenge, but I want to rough them up a little bit. You know, this is the first encounter in Castle Ravenloft. It's got to be a little bit scary. Let's see how they handle it.
Have you thought about unionizing?
Yeah. It's good, it's good.
I'm going to spend a fear to spotlight all of them. I'm going to have them all move within close, which is 10 to 30 feet. These zombies are minions. I'm going to spend a fear to have them do a group attack. And I'm going to tear Carter limb from limb.
Oh, Jesus. What did he ever do to you except
Yeah.
open a door?
That is a 15.
My evasion is 12, so you hit me.
All right, you are going to take, how many
There's
around
5
you?
of
5?
them.
So you're going to take
Yeah.
10 physical damage. It's minor, so it's 1 hit point.
Yeah.
If you would like to use an armor slot, you
I'll
can make it 0.
just take 1 hit point. Take 1 damage.
Just take 1
That's
damage.
5, guys.
They all fall to the ground and they all scramble up as all of you are like, ah! As Carter, you are surrounded by all of them as they're grabbing onto you, slamming into you. One of them bites into like your leg as you are just
Hit
being
your
surrounded by
fucking
all
dog,
of
bitch.
them.
It wasn't Strahd, so I was right there, but it is a bunch of zombies, and they're going to tear me limb from limb.
I am done. Whoever would like to go can go. Vistro brings down,
Yeah,
what do you
come
got,
on,
the
good
hammer?
question.
hammer of wrath.
All right, go ahead and hammer of wrath, dude. These are minions, meaning that they have 1 hit point. They do not have a threshold either. So these are easiest types of enemies you can fight. So long as you beat its evasion, you kill one. So roll 2d12 and add your strength. And then they have an evasion score as well. And if you beat it, you kill one.
19?
Yes.
So with hope, so gain a hope. So pick one to just smash into the ground.
The one right in front of me.
Yeah. Bistro,
Whack-a-mole 'em.
you break
Yeah.
down that one.
I'll go next.
Okay, Ribbert, what are you doing?
I take out my mace that's made with a little sea urchin on it.
Wow.
And I go,
Wow. You are the cutest. Why are you in this hellscape?
For his
Why
one
are you in this
daughter.
desolate
His
land?
one daughter.
I need my
Sick.
one daughter.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude. You
all right,
keep rolling
all right.
12s on the hope die.
Yeah. 21 plus 3.
21. Oh, yeah.
With
go
hope,
ahead and
right?
take one
Yeah,
out.
with hope.
Which one do you want to kill?
The one next to me, in front of me.
Who wants to go next?
I'll attack the guy right in front of me.
Yeah,
for it.
Get him, get him, get him, get him.
What are you attacking with?
My improved broadsword.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Well, that's a dirty 20 with fear.
You're going to kill that one, so go ahead and remove that one. As you take your sword and slice down that one, because you rolled with fear, I get to make a GM move.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that fear you just gave me to use their group attack once again. So they all just turn and go for the biggest
Come
one.
at me.
It's
Come
okay
at
then.
me, bro.
It's okay.
Vistro, that is a 1.
Okay.
They're like, as all of them are getting destroyed, and they run up towards you, and you're like this, and they go.
His neck's jiggling.
Get him, Pat.
I'm gonna back up just a little bit. And,
Runs away.
oh yeah, I turn around and then I slide and I pull up my giant crossbow.
Yeah.
And I just go, and then the bolts. I'm gonna try and hit this guy.
Okay, go for it.
I think that is an 18 with fear.
Kill it. But I gain a fear. I am going to use that fear to make a GM move. I'm going to make one attack against Vistro. 13 to hit you, Vistro.
Meets it, beats it?
Meets it, beats it. So you're going to take 2 physical damage, 1 hit point, unless you would like to mark an armor slot.
I'm marking our stuff.
Bing, bing, bing. 1 hits your armor. Bing.
I think Calliope will brandish her fire staff and be
Awesome.
like, oh, no, you don't. And I'll shoot a gout of flame at that last one.
Do it.
21 with fear.
You blast that last one, and as you do, it kind of falls to the ground, like screaming out as it falls down into the ground. It reaches up towards you, Vistro, and he's like, no, no, no! As he like burns away and dies.
Jesus Christ.
You gain a stress.
Roll a d6.
Roll d6.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was a 6. And
I freaked out a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bistro.
That's all right, man.
That was fun. I like being tanky. I like being big and swollen, being able to hit, and I crush that guy.
Combat, super great. It's very simple. You roll dice. You have a little threshold for damage. I love it.
I really like this way the system works. I'm starting to get into different RPGs that I don't know, embolden the action economy and the linearity of turn sequences within combat. I really like this version. It's very fluid. It's a lot of fun to interact with, and I kind of like that there's no turns and everyone can just kind of jump in. Because sometimes the worst part about playing D&D and something like that is you know your turn's coming up, you have no idea what to do. Now you don't really even have to take a turn if you like to spotlight some other people in your party.
I know that a lot of people get a little hung up on the idea that there is no initiative and you just kind of let the spirit kind of take you. I think some people are intimidated by that because they're used to the structure of initiative in systems like Pathfinder and D&D, but I really like it. It also boosts, table etiquette, recognizing when other people have the spotlight.
It's really interesting not having to take turns with every player. It's kind of makes me pay more attention, ironically, I think, because in D&D, whenever you take a turn, a lot of the times I'll be like, well, it's like 3 other people's turns, so I can chill until it gets closer to mine. But in this way, it's like, okay, well, if we can go at any time, let me just react and whenever I feel it's right.
I gained a lot of fear that combat. A lot of fear that I didn't use, because this is just an introductory little combat. I wanted to gain some fear, get everybody rolling so that I can use it for what's inside Castle Ravenloft. It's fun to strategize as a GM to use your fear in certain moments. I like the idea of the tension. It builds up and the players notice I haven't really used it yet because I'm saving it for something. I don't know. That's really fun. Also, combat in DAGGERHEART, so easy to run. Because you're just marking thresholds instead of individual numbers of hit points, it is so easy, especially as a GM, to keep track of everything. Using minion stat blocks, keeping track of stress and everything. It's just really simple. It's really easy. I love it. The doors are open before you. The singular, it's not a double door, it's just a singular door that leads into the servants' chambers. There's a bit of like blood on the ground, and there's a kind of a horrible smell coming from within inside. Okay, this is the part I'm most nervous about. Castle Ravenloft is this enormous, gigantic castle with so many rooms. And memorizing them and using them in DAGGERHEART isn't impossible, but it's going to be very tedious. So, I'm going to try my best to get them to use the castle as an interim to get to important locations. Otherwise, we're gonna get stuck in random rooms doing tiny things, and oh, it's gonna become chaos.
Okay, things have been a little rough for old Calliope here, but I do have a couple tricks up my sleeve. I prepared this little baby for this exact purpose because I knew that there's a lot of scary things in Castle Ravenloft and I would like to find them. If we want to avoid running into any more nasty beasties or anything like that, I do have something that can maybe help us like scout out ahead of us a little bit. I'm gonna spend a hope and I'm going to use my spell Floating Eye.
Ooh.
So I think Calliope will just like do some Naruto hand moves and a little eye like appears
Oh, I love that.
in her hand. I can move this eye anywhere within very far range.
Well, this is smart. This is a good thing to do. Get a little bit more information gathering. I think Calliope's got it in the bag.
Calliope sending that eye is very clever, and is a great way for us to, see what we're gonna be dealing with.
I love this spell. I love scrying. I love looking around where I'm not supposed to be. I'm so glad someone has it. And I'm sure it's not going to bite us in the ass that something's, snooping around.
Yes, this is perfect. Oh, I'm so glad Jack did this. This is such a good way for me to get them to certain locations without directly walking to them. It's the intro of Ocarina of Time with Navi flying around. But it's just Castle Ravenloft. You are just moving through.
Hello.
Go ahead and roll an instinct roll. I'm gonna let you learn 3 important locations that you could navigate to in Castle Ravenloft.
In the event that I succeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having Calliope's eye kind of montage through the castle, not taking in every single detail, because that would be a lot to try to memorize. I mean, you try looking at the map of Castle Ravenloft and telling me where anything is. Instead, this works very narratively as a way for them to find important locations that they can then go to. And we can kind of narrate that they're walking through the Spencer Mansion and getting to certain rooms instead of going through every single room and hallway and asking what they do. Yes, I love this. It worked.
That is a 10 with hope, GM.
A 10 with hope.
I am
so
rolling
go ahead and gain a hope.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you learn
one thing. Do I get to pick it, or are you gonna tell me what
It can be whatever you want.
Here's my thought: is like if I'm gonna scout out, I think Calliope's just looking for like threats mostly.
Okay.
So I guess like the next threat that awaits us, potentially.
Oh, Jack, thank you for this. The eye moves around and you see a secret door that goes into a staircase that goes down to a level, to a basement level that has more levels that go down. You're like, okay, back up. And you aren't really finding a whole lot around here until there is a moment when you back into like around the middle of the castles. You're just like trying to find a sense of like where you are. And you find those open doors, the entrance. You're looking around the orb and you see another room. You can see a little bit of like candlelight flickering from the inside. So you move the eye over towards it, and as you turn and look in, there is what looks like a dining hall and an organ in the back of the room. There's nobody in here, but then from the wall you see a hand come through it, almost made of mist, until appearing in front of you is Strahd von Zarovich. As he grabs the eye that is currently you, and he looks down, his eyes piercing red, his fangs bare before you. As he stares down, his skin pale, as his eyes just begin to glow brighter and brighter, he grimaces down at the eye and squishes it. I got really caught up in the moment there. I probably should have used a fear to do that.
Well, okay, it's fine. All that I need is a hope. That's all I need. I can cast a spell as many times as I want, as long as I have a hope. Strahd may have squished my eyeball this time, but by God, Strahd, you will not do it again.
Okay, he found the eye, but he doesn't know where we are, so I think we're fine.
Of course he knows. Of course he knows someone's snooping around. Kind of a cool intro. I like it. I'm not against it.
The entire time I could not stop thinking about, like, it was a very fast video going through a castle, and then all of a sudden Strahd would be right here, and it'd be like a Ring camera video where his forehead's like this big, and he's like...
Okay, well, my eye found Strahd.
Oh.
Cool. Well, he's home.
And I don't think we will be able to use the eye for a minute. He's in some kind of dining hall. If he didn't know we were coming already, I mean, he definitely does now. I know where he just sort of like appeared out of the wall though. So I guess he could just appear from anywhere, but I guess we should just avoid the dining hall, because I guess that's where he is.
All right, sounds good. I don't know how fast he could travel, but maybe we should start going in now then.
You guys make your way in, slowly approaching into the castle. Gets pretty dark. As you make your way into this first servant's quarters, there's broken furniture and torn clothes strewn about this room. There's dim illumination that comes from the dirt-caked windows that are on the outside of this room. There's a rickety staircase that climbs up to a second level, and also another door that leads off into various parts of the castle. So as you guys are within it, you guys can continue to explore. What do you guys want to try to look for
I want to go find a rat.
while you're in Castle Ravenloft? What's your first goal?
I want to find a little buddy, a little friend, you know? A little guy.
A little guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
roll
Find
an
a little
instinct
guy.
check. Right. Vistro's obsession with finding a little guy. So before we started the game, I had everybody roll on a table to each have a magic item. Because we're in tier 3 and they're level 5, I figured that they should have like some powerful gear and maybe a magic item that they've picked up along their journeys. And Vistro's is like a little bag that holds a pet. It's basically a Pokeball, but it's empty, and bro is just trying to find a little thing to put in there. So that's why he's going after a little guy.
God, like a 7 with fear.
Oh.
A 7 with
damn.
fear.
Well, we're gonna find a little guy.
I'm gonna use my support tank ability.
Okay.
So I use 2 hope to let you reroll either your fear or hope dice.
Well, I'll reroll my hope.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh
that's
my
a
God.
12.
Nice.
30, 40, 50, 60, 17 with hope.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
that's good.
That's awesome. You look down and you see a rat like skittering off. Vistro immediately like follows after it. you barrel through one door, you're going down a hallway.
Bistro way.
Oh God! I helped him find this little guy, and now it seems like that might not have been the best decision. But at least we can catch him.
That boy's fast. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him.
Vistro has found a little guy. What is everybody else doing?
Following Bistro.
We're following
Yeah.
Bistro.
Following
Yeah.
Bistro.
Track the little guy.
All right, Vistro's moving so fast.
He's like a dog running around corners. Like he like.
Yeah.
You can hear the little claws.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
heels
so
are
you get to
straight.
the corner and you have to build up momentum. So you run, and you're like, and then you
Yeah.
Do I roll instinct to follow him?
I was more thinking like agility because you're having to keep up with him because he's so
okay.
fast.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's a 9 with fear.
A 9 with fear. Okay.
Yeah.
Vistro, how do you get separated from the party?
I think there's like a set of staircase, and he jumps down the entire thing, and then
Oh.
the hall goes like this, and he turns one way.
Turns one way and,
And
it's a
Carter
secret,
goes the other
It's actually
way.
a secret door, so it shuts behind you.
Damn.
Carter
This
turns
is
the other
Scooby-Doo
direction,
shit.
Oh,
and
no.
as you turn the other direction, the rest you guys are all following Carter, right? You guys all follow that direction, and you just come to like a dead end, and there's just like a painting of what looks like Strahd as like a human in this hallway.
I thought they were right behind me.
Vistro's very, very fast. He jumped down the entire staircase. I didn't even see which way he went.
Ooh, this isn't good. I'm sure we'll find whatever book or a hidden lever behind a painting. We'll figure out something.
Well, okay, it's fine. It's fine. This Scooby-Doo crap is to be expected. What's the worst that can happen? Strahd shows up?
How big can a castle really be? You know? But hey, on the bright side, because it's so big, Strahd won't find him so easily.
Vistro, you've got the rat. I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to see the Matrix on DAGGERHEART. I think I'm spending too much time trying to narrate and control the story and where I think it should go, because I have like a really good idea about how I want this to go. But the beauty of DAGGERHEART is that the players also get to decide this. The GM isn't the only one who dictates everything, leads the story, and knows where it's going to go. In DAGGERHEART, the GM gets to be a little bit closer to the players. I'm starting to now realize that asking the players questions and allowing them to participate in the narrative helps me a lot. It allows me to know when to use fear, to set scenes, to make things a little more interesting. Every time I GM DAGGERHEART, I feel a little bit lost, like I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. But the answer is right in front of me. The whole point with DAGGERHEART Daggerheart is that the players get to also do that, and then I get to add in. And I think this moment right now, asking Vistro what he does and how he runs through Castle Ravenloft looking for a rat has solidified that for me. I know what to do. I think I understand Daggerheart now. It is time. You're in like this chapel area. There is these like pieces, there's like pews that are broken and shattered all over the place. There is what looks like stained glass windows around you that are just like dark purples and reds. And as you're in here and you hold the rat, it's very quiet. And then coming from the middle of the ceiling, moving through the wall itself, you see Strahd. As he comes down, he looks down towards you as his cloak is billowing behind him.
Guys? Guys?
Strahd won't find him so easily.
Well, okay. This ain't going great, guys. I forget what death in Daggerheart's like.
Not the hot one.
I don't know how well Vistro's going to do alone, but he's very big, very strong. I'm sure he's got lots of hit points, and maybe we'll hear him screaming and find him.
I caught you, little rat. As he moves closer towards you, I am going to spend a fear to spotlight Strahd. Spotlight Strahd. Spotlight Strahd. Spotlight Strahd. This is great. I mean, this is better than randomly rolling and Strahd happens to be here now. There is value in having Strahd be a random encounter or having him be in a set place because he's supposed to surprise the players. Haha, he's suddenly here now. But what's cool about Daggerheart is I kind of get to decide that. I can spring the trap myself. And here he is. Vistro's all on his own and he's gonna take the party out one by one like a true horror villain. Finally caught you, little rat. You hear this distant "Arr!" and there's cracks of lightning. Then the stained glass windows that were behind you shatter as enormous dire bats enter into the room, glowing red eyes. And from the hallway to your right, you see dire wolves sprint up the staircase and start snarling into the room as Strahd calls the children of the night.
Okay, so there's now Strahd, a bat, and wolves, and...
He called in the reinforcements. There's so many of them. They're coming out the woodwork. Through windows, through doors.
It'll be fine. Well, I'll figure it out.
I have 9 fear. I am going to spotlight Strahd, the bats, and the wolves. So I'm going to go down to 6.
Oh, boy, Vistro.
The bats screech. They're going to mark a stress to do so. Vistro, you...
Or death.
Vistro, you're going to mark 1d4 stress. Oh, sorry, they each do it. So it's actually 2d4.
2d4?
How does Vistro respond as all of the bats screech? It's really stressing him out.
He just covers his ears. I think it's just so incredibly loud. He can't handle it. Like overstimulating him.
Then the wolves have all of them move into Vistro. All of the wolves jump to you and grab at your various appendages, Vistro, in an attempt to tear you apart.
Not that one. Not that one.
And one of them's like, "Don't worry, boss. I got his leg." And he's like, "That's not his leg."
The dog's like...
And Vistro goes and flexes, and the wolf goes... goes flying away. If the wolf makes a successful standard attack and another dire wolf is within melee range of the target, I deal 1d6 plus 5 physical damage instead of their standard damage, and I gain a fear. There's 3 of them, so that's 3 attacks. 17 to hit you, Vistro.
Yeah.
An 18 and a 17.
Yeah.
All 3 of those hit, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to gain 3 fear. One of them is going to be 9 damage. So what's your first threshold? 16. They can't roll above that. The maximum I can roll is 11. So these are 3 hit points that you're going to mark. You can spend for each one a armor slot to block it if you want.
Okay.
Are you going to? Take
I'll
2.
block 2.
Okay. And then Strahd launches a lightning bolt towards you. 10. The lightning strike just hits the wall behind you. So he's like, what do you want to do, Vistro? Sorry, it passes back to all of you. So you guys don't know where Vistro is currently.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I have no idea where he went.
We need to put our heads together and figure out what route this big lumbering brute took. Oh, why did he wander off?
I think we should probably amend that as soon as possible.
Did we
should
hear
try
the
and find
bat screeching and the glass shattering
Yeah,
and the lightning bolt?
Roll instinct.
it. All of us? Or
Roll
just
instinct.
Carter?
Carter has the spotlight.
Oh, that is a 11 with fear.
So you do hear in the distance, it's some sort of commotion down the hall from you. There seems to be some secret exit out of this room currently, but you don't know where exactly it is or how to find it. And now I'm going to introduce another countdown timer. This one is going to be just 3, if you can put down that D6. This one is a countdown timer of 3 to find the secret door.
Oh boy.
It was at 4, now it's at 3.
It's somewhere in this hallway. So the countdown with the bridge felt bad because we were failing. This feels worse because Vistro is actively dying while this is happening.
You did get a fear, so I do get to make a move. That move is going to be... you guys, you're looking around, and as you're like trying to find where the secret door is, you look up at the painting, and you notice that the painting of Strahd, its eyes look down towards you.
Put it back up on the wall.
Oh yeah, you're holding it.
Can I go if I'm not in?
Yeah, we cut back to the battle as Vistro is battling all of these wolves. You have the spotlight.
How many things can I do?
Really, you can only make one action roll. And you can, when you make an action roll, you can also move anywhere within close range.
So then I'm going to do my battle ritual. Once per long rest before you attempt something incredibly dangerous or face off against a foe who's clearly outmatches you.
You're doing that.
Describe what ritual you perform or preparations you make. When you do, clear 2 stress and gain 2 hope.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, nice.
I think he does a couple of lunges and some push-ups really quick.
That's
In
fun.
the fight.
Some burpees real fast.
Yeah.
That's how you miss the lightning bolt, right?
Yeah, Strahd shoots the lightning bolt. Carter is looking for an exit, notices the painting. Cut back to Vistro.
And he takes a smelling salt. I'm going to hit that dog.
Hit that dog.
And I'm going to whisper to myself every drop of sweat makes me a better athlete.
Are you going to use your Orderborn?
Orderborn?
So
Yeah,
your,
so I
your
get a
hope die is a
D20.
D20.
Yes.
Ooh, do it. He's powering up.
22. 22 with hope. 39.
Oh!
Damage?
Yeah.
Against
That has to be
A dog?
severe.
One of the doggies.
One dog.
Well,
Ow.
the dogs have, the first is 5 and the second's 9. That's 3 HP. So one of them is nearly dead. A strike into it with your hammer, nearly taking out the wolf. But I am going to spend a fear, and I'm going to spotlight the wolves. And the wolves are going to bite you. 22.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
No.
And that is a 12. We mark 1 hit point because your threshold is just so high. I don't need to roll.
Could I attempt to do a perceive or instinct to find this secret entrance?
Yes, you can.
Could I assist
Yes, you can.
with my own peepers?
So use a hope, have advantage.
Roll for me. The D6.
I'll tell you
We'll see
what.
which- You are also in darkness, so go ahead and roll with advantage again, and
Oh,
whichever one is
great.
higher is better.
It's a pretty good roll though. That's 19 with fear.
You look over the painting, and you notice that there is something about it. What is it that can potentially unlock this secret door?
I think Strahd's hand is like subtly pointing in like a certain direction.
Oh.
Like there's like a very subtle gesture.
Jacob is opening up the opportunity here for me to decide how I succeed. I think in any game, whether it's Daggerheart, D&D, Pathfinder, whatever, putting the ball back in your player's court and letting them kind of decide some of the narrative, I really like that. I suggest you do it.
You all watch as Calliope points and says,
There, it's pointing this way.
from above her, you all watch as this ghostly wraith is appearing over her head.
No, this way.
And you're like jump scared by it. It like finds you and it's like,
It's always something else in this damn castle. It's a frog, it's a dog, it's a bat, it's a wraith. I mean, with zombies on that door, I mean, it's filled to the brim with shit.
oh man, I feel like the game really picked up. Everybody's starting to get a groove of things. I'm starting to understand it. I mean, I've got a lot of fear. It's really hard to kind of know when to use it, but having the players separated in one place, trying to figure out a puzzle to get back to Vistro, who's currently soloing Strahd and his Children of the Night. Oh, I love this so much. It's so cinematic. Oh, also, they keep referencing seeing it from the front. Let me explain that one. Before we started today's game, Dieter sent us this TikTok that somebody animated of All Might from My Hero Academia.
I learned this in America, young Midoriya.
How am I seeing the back from the front?
And that's what we keep referencing. It's very funny, and that's it. And I'm spending a fair to spotlight the Wraith.
That's my rap name.
Sorry, the
Spotlight. Yeah.
Spotlight
Oh.
the Wraith.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Spectral Guardian. It
You
is-
have 3 days to throw it back. Crazy. I can see it from the front.
That is I'm going to spend another fear to do Grave Blade,
Oh, Jesus.
which is one of its special abilities.
You guys open the door and Vistro's going.
One of its special abilities.
He's doing it. His signature move.
One of his experiences.
Yeah.
See it from the front.
You've lost the class.
I had advantage because it was an unseen attack.
You can have whatever you want.
But I rolled a 1 and a 2, which is for a total of 3.
Holy moly. Yeah. I think just Carter pointing it out is just like, ah! And then,
Yeah, you're just dropping the sword, it goes, and it stabs into the painting behind you. Who's taking the spotlight?
please, somebody.
Can I use sticky fingers to try to open whatever, rip it?
Oh.
Yeah, you want to use your experience
Yeah.
to try to...
More like grip it.
This is going to be a finesse check. Spend a hoop to use your experience.
Ooh, I rolled a
that
Oh, I
5
forgot
with
about
fear.
that.
5 with fear. You're like, there, and you go onto the wall, and you're and all of it's just dusty stone, and none of it's moving.
Every single time my fingers get sticky, there's a wraith somewhere. Just every time. I should know by now.
And you're like, no, not there. As I'm going to use the fear to spotlight the wraith once again, as it goes for another swing against you.
Abby.
Calliope. That's a 7.
That'll miss.
How do you dodge this one? How do you block it out of the way?
It's like not there, and then like as it comes in, she just throws up like another like arcane shield, just like.
Who's taking the spotlight?
Help!
Okay. Okay.
Open the door!
Okay.
God damn it!
Uh-huh. I'm doing it.
You're seeing it from the
I'm
front?
ready. I'm seeing from the front. I'm going to use my ability on Marcus Stress and boost. I'm going to leap off Carter's back and then jump up and go right to the Wraith and shoot it. Anyone that knows me, I like jump. I like a Charlon stride. I like to be able to be agile and jump around. And boost is just probably the better of the two. It's a ton of fun to move around and do all kinds of really cool acrobatic stuff. And I'm really enjoying it. It's probably my favorite thing. 24 with fear.
It's going to hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
21.
21,
half
half
10.
to 10. That is 2 HP that you mark on it. What does it look like when you fly through the air and hit this thing?
I think I'm trying to maybe take its aerial advantage away. So I'm going to leap off Carter's shoulders and try and aim up and
I
try and
love
push
that.
it down.
Yeah,
and
you
then
like-
I'll fall to it, hopefully kind of finding us in the same spot.
Gets hit from the attack as it goes through its body,
Yeah.
landing next to your head like...
Yeah, exactly.
And it's now closer to the ground now as you land within melee of it. I am going to spotlight the Wraith because you rolled with fear and use a fear to use its Grave Blade action once again to attack Calliope.
Why? Why me?
I don't know what this Wraith's problem is. Does he not like women? Like, that probably fits with, Strahd and his whole thing, so.
Just when I think things couldn't get any worse, this guy has a blood feud against me because I pointed out something about his favorite painting or something. I don't know. Everyone's a critic, I swear. I'm just gonna hope that I don't get hit.
That is an 18, Calliope.
That'll hit.
I'll use I Am Your Shield.
Oh,
Yeah.
River.
When an ally within very close range would take damage, you can mark a stress to stand in the way and make yourself the target.
I love the Guardian class so much. I think it's so cool that they build a class around being able to protect other people. It's such a great roleplay moment, such a great story moment when someone like steps in the way and takes the hit for someone else. Ribert's a goddamn hero.
The blade kind of swings off of you. You take 12 physical damage and you mark a stress. I am then going to spend 2 fear to spotlight the bats and Strahd.
Y'all better get here quick. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna last much longer.
We gotta find Vistro, you guys.
When he is spotlighted, Strahd gets a special ability called Life Suck, which is a reaction. On a D8, he sucks you off. I mean, sorry. Nope, I have to roll 6 or higher, so it didn't work. He is once again going to blast you with some lightning from the distance. Just 18, Vistro.
Yeah.
23 magic damage.
Okay, then I mark 2. That's okay.
The lightning bolt surges through you. Bats are going to... One of them is just going to fly next to Strahd to be within melee of Strahd. And then the other one is going to fly back over here near Vistro and just kind of like do this like claw attack into his back. 21.
Yeah.
13. That's just 1 HP.
Can
I'm
I
done.
mark my armor for this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your armor's it's not looking good, but you can
do
just
something.
keep taking hits to your armor.
Can I try to get the door open?
Yeah, what do you want to roll?
Can I roll, like, strength?
Yeah.
Can I spend a hope and add an experience to it?
Yeah, what's your experience?
Demolition.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, what is that experience like in Tale 4, Carter?
He's just really good at breaking down walls, I guess. I don't know.
You're like the property
Yeah,
brothers.
your shoulder. It's a property.
The Property Brothers.
He's like, I was supposed to flip
hey.
this castle.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Move that
12.
carriage.
16 with hope.
Count down the timer by 1.
We're so close.
You get it, and you like, there's like a little swivel, and it's nearly free. Who wants the spotlight?
Me.
What are you doing, Vistro?
Hit me.
I'm gonna hit one of them bitches.
Okay.
And because I have less than 2 points, you know.
You're at 2 health.
No, I'm at 1.
Emma, not again.
I have 2 more armor slots. I'll be fine. Ooh.
What is that?
Got a 13.
That hits.
With fear.
Oh.
You hit. Roll damage.
Okay, 14 plus 16. That's 30.
It's dead. You take your hammer and bring it down onto the direwolf and kill it. You look up, and the shadow of Strahd is literally on top of you. Move Strahd within melee of Vistro.
No.
And he says, "It was a good try." And he reaches out to grab onto your neck.
This is looking bad. This is looking awful. This looks like when I'm in the gym and I have no spot and my bar is coming down on me, and I know I shouldn't have done that, but I did, and I thought I would make it, but I need my spot, bro. I need my spot.
I rolled a 10. Ooh! What does Vistro do?
I think he puffs up his neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And his hand like,
As you do.
it's too veiny, and he pulls out his, you freak!
Okay.
Roid it up in my castle!
Oh my god.
What if it was Dagger Freak?
Yeah.
Instead of Dagger, it was called Dagger Freak.
Yeah.
Instead of rolling with hope, I rolled with horny.
I see Carter opening the door
Yeah.
and just like
Trying to.
Yeah, try to force it open as well with strength, hopefully. 12 with hope.
Carter, you're trying to push it, and you nearly got it, and then Ribbert, you jump over, you use your legs, you give it one final kick, and it swivels open. And remove the countdown timer, and put everybody's minis on this staircase here.
Okay, we finally overcome this obstacle, this hurdle. Now we can go help our friend.
I'm gonna fucking use fear. I'm gonna spotlight Strahd. I'm gonna spotlight Strahd. I'm gonna spotlight Strahd again. He's gonna go for you again. Vistro. I lost my dice.
That means it fails, right?
No.
Yep.
14 to hit you, Vistro.
Need to beat it.
Oh no.
And so he just curls his fingers into like sharpened claws that almost form like a blade, and he just goes right for your heart. Vistro, that's 23 damage. 23 physical damage.
God, Strahd's a monster.
How many marked HP is that? 2?
That would have been 2.
But now it's 1?
Yeah.
Are you at 1?
No, that's my last one.
Vistro, you mark your last hit point?
Can I mark 2 of my armor?
No. You can only mark 1 to bring it down by 1. You guys make your way up the stairs, and you turn the corner, and you just see Vistro. This attack goes through him.
Oh no, we were so close. We were so close to being able to cut in.
Every time I play a game, Emma, she almost dies or she does die.
Vistro, you mark your last HP, meaning you get to make a death move. You have 3 options. You can go out in a blaze of glory. You can die right now, but you can perform 1 action and it automatically critically succeeds. Or you can choose to fall unconscious, and when you fall unconscious, you may have a scar. You have to roll, and if you have a scar, you permanently mark one of your hope slots. Or you can try to stay alive, make a stand. You have to succeed a roll, and if you fail, you die. But if you succeed, you don't mark your last hit point. So you can risk it all, blaze of glory, or go unconscious.
Oh, she's gonna roll some crazy stuff. She's not gonna go quietly. She's not gonna lay down. She's not taking a scar.
I want to see what happens because honestly, I kind of forgot what all the 3 options were.
Skylar said, 1 more rep, max out.
While you have 2 or fewer hit points unmarked, you can roll a d20 as your hope die.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's risky, but
You want to try to risk it all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What happens if I die right now? I don't have a backup character.
Roll your duality die. If the hope die is higher, your character stays on their feet and clears an amount of hit points or stress equal to the value of the hope die.
That's great.
Divide the hope die value between hit points and stress, however you prefer. If the fear die is higher, your character crosses through the veil of death. If you critically succeed, your character stays up and clears all hit points and
insane.
stress.
That's cool.
This is crazy.
This is cool.
Okay. So
I already felt incredibly stressed. I thought, I'm the healer. I picked the spell to heal. Just fall unconscious and I got you. But no, she's got to risk it all and give me a panic attack at the table.
but essentially saying if your hope is higher, you heal whatever the hope is into stress or hit points.
Roll in the middle. Please roll in the middle.
Oh boy, oh fuck, oh fuck.
What's your hope
number.
dice?
13.
What's your fear dice?
2.
Oh!
Emma, you freaking legend.
Let me tell you something real fast. Playing as much as I have with Emma, there's one thing that I know, and it's never tell the odds to Emma.
This is a cool thing. Being able to just like clear that many hit points. Talk about cinematic heroic action.
Such a cool way to show like a swing back.
I love that for her. My aura ring's telling me to go calm down. Telling me leave the table. Your heart is beating too fast.
This is great.
Let's freaking go! You get to clear. Describe what happens. What happens?
I think. Wait, what did?
He pierces through your heart. And then everybody behind you is like, and they see you, and he pulls his hand back out.
Yeah, he screams like that, and he pumps it back out, and it shoots back out of his chest.
His arm?
He redirects it.
And Strahd is hit in the face. He's like, ah! And you just let out this like roar.
I think his eyes turn red too.
Yeah. Oh my
you're
god.
seeing
It's
red.
not like
Yeah.
flames coming out.
There's flames coming out of his eyes.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god. Yeah. There's lightning.
What happened?
Skylar said pre-workout finally hit.
Yeah.
You can clear 15 total of stress or hit points.
Yeah, that's more than
That's
I
not
had.
bad.
everything.
To clean up and heal all of your stress, all of your HP, I hope Strahd's shaking in his boots. That's
So
good,
you
dude.
heal everything?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, what about my armor?
Your armor is like nearly destroyed, but your body refuses to fail. And as you look up with pure determination in your eyes, you stare down Strahd as he attempts to kill you in front of your allies. Having this heroic triumph over Strahd in this moment is so cool. Vistro nearly died, but instead it came down to a singular dice roll. This reminds me a lot of times what we've had in D&D and Pathfinder, where a single roll can shift the entire game. I think a lot of people get afraid of DAGGERHEART because it isn't like traditional TTRPGs. But that moment right there, man, that is peak TTRPG moment. Somebody take the spotlight.
Wow. I want to go next. I want to use my
ahead.
signature move.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, throw it back.
What's your signature
I'll throw it
move?
back. I'll throw it back. I
Strahd's
want
like, no!
I want to cross the distance, and then I'm going to do another boost off Vistro this time.
Yes!
And I'll have him pick me up and throw me in the air.
Yeah.
And then that's when like, you do the attack up here.
Okay, cool.
And that'll be like my signature thing.
That's
It's
so
like
sick.
aerial attack.
It's like an aerial attack, but you like point down. You kind of did that to the Wraith earlier too.
Kinda,
That's
yeah,
sick.
kinda.
That's sick.
I thought Seraph was cool. I picked that one because I thought it was real neat. I didn't look at any of the other classes, and I wish I would have, because every class is so cool.
It's cool to mix boost with signature move. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of flavor, and honestly, I don't care if I miss. I don't care if it's not a big thing. It's a fun to attempt these things. Even have these really cool roleplay moments, because the thing I'm already doing to lead up to my attack is already cool. Now, if I hit or not, who cares? I still get to do this really cool like springboard off my friend.
Am I technically helping?
You can spend a hope to help if you would like.
I have nothing to spend hope except for my experiences. I have
Well,
so
I think,
much hope.
I think you can help. So you would have to mark down a hope to roll a d6.
I'll use one of my hope. I got too many.
Okay,
of
so
them.
you rolled a d6.
Oh, cool. One. Have fun with that.
Well, 23.
To hit Strahd?
Oh, hang on. 23, 29, 33.
Yeah, you hit. You go running up the back of Vistro as you give Ushi a little boost as she like flies upwards, nearly like upside down, firing in the back of Strahd, just like his blind spot. He has no idea where it's coming from.
I'm going to also do Ruthless Predator.
Okay.
So when I make a damage roll, I can mark stress and add 1 to my proficiency. So I'll roll 4d8 instead. Okay, I think that's everything. Now I just roll my dice. 38 points of damage.
Nearly his second
Damn.
threshold, which is 42.
Oh, boy.
You almost
Big
hit
ol'
it.
boy.
You blast him in the back, and he takes 2 HP. You watch as the crossbow bolt embedded into the back of his neck slowly pushes out and ding,
That's
lands on the ground
That's
as he
cool.
turns his gaze to you.
He does mark, I think, 2 stress.
Okay, he's a little stressed out.
I'm gonna take the spotlight next. I'm gonna move
Yes.
up behind Carter, and
Okay.
I'm gonna say, all right, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take all of us, but just hold on to me, and I'm gonna attempt to blink out.
What?
So
that mean?
if I have to make a spellcast roll. If I succeed, I can spend a hope to teleport to another point that I can see within far range. And if I have any willing creatures within very close range, I can spend a hope to take additional creatures with me.
Oh, that's cool.
I only have 2 hope right now, so I'm hoping that I succeed with hope here. Haha. If I do, I can take all 3 of us. I want to put us on the other side of Strahd and his baddies. If not, I'm going to have to choose just one of you to come with me. Assuming I succeed, I need to roll a 12. If any of you would want to help me, that'd be sick. I don't know how you would do that, but...
The thing I want to do, I need hope for.
I can help you. I got
well,
so much
I don't
hope.
think... I'm not sure if you can...
You just have to be able to feasibly support. Unfortunately, because you're not being teleported, I'm going to say you
Okay.
You got
really
anything,
can't.
River?
Yeah.
I can hold on to your hand right here and just look. I know I know there's a bunch of people right there, but if you could just get us right there,
I
think,
see
like,
it.
point
A narrow way through!
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
all right. I'll take it. Oh, I don't think that's gonna succeed. It's...
What'd you have to beat?
Well, I have to... Oh, but hold on. It's a spellcast roll, so I can add my instinct to it. Oh, I think I might just barely succeed. 7 + 2 is 9, + 3 is 12. With
nice!
hope.
Nice!
nice.
Hope.
So
you
I
get a hope.
gain a hope, and I'm going to spend all 3 of it to teleport all 3 of us to the other side. Calliope's so fucking scared right now. She just watched V-Star almost die, but then like seeing him come back, and it's just like, we need to get in there and help, but we can't get through that mountain of muscle and all of those other bad guys. But Strahd's vulnerable right now if we get behind him, and so I think she just like digs deep into like the wellspring of like chaotic magic that's roiling inside of her. She just grabs onto both of them and says, "This might hurt. I'm sorry if it does." This surge of magical energy as like they get like zoom, just gone, and then a second later, boom! Yeah, it's the thing where like reappears, and we are there.
When I started looking at characters, I was so afraid of magic. I didn't know how it was going to work. I didn't know how any of it was going to really flow, but Jack just gets it. And it's some really cool repositioning that we're seeing.
I was so hoping that I would get a situation just like the one that we are in, where Strahd's over there and we can't get to him, but then I take my buddies and bam, we're right behind them. Oh, this game's freaking great.
Vistro, the sight of all of your friends as you were nearly
It's
dead,
crazy,
and
yeah.
you bring yourself back to life, and then suddenly you feel a foot on your back. Ushi is there with you. She blasts Strahd, and then all of your friends appear in front of you as Strahd is now surrounded.
Let's go. Get him, guys.
Who's taking the
Holy
spotlight?
crap, dude. This is such a cool fight scene. It's so cinematic. Just everyone jumping, everyone doing what they can.
This is so cinematic. It's so cool. DAGGERHEART facilitating this moment where we can narratively create this very cool scene is so much fun.
Can you just move me into melee with him?
Yeah, come on.
With Strahd?
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my smite ability to use 3 hope to do it, and it's my next successful attack, so let's hope that I hit.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
charge up your weapon.
Yes.
Go in for the strike against Strahd.
Is the smite a spellcast roll, perchance?
It does say it's a spell, but I
Okay.
don't have to roll to like activate it or anything. It just happens.
I have a sorcerer thing that I can do. It says if I help an ally with a spellcast roll, I can roll a d8 as my advantage die.
So you just want to like empower the smite?
Yeah,
That's
as like
super
I show
cool.
up, it's like the residual energy.
Yeah.
I don't even think she means to do it. It's just the residual energy from the teleport is just like
It's like
flowing through
lingering
Carter.
around you as you light your smite. It normally just kind of like immediately happens, but it like sputters for a second and goes, and it's
Oh, I
like,
rolled an 8.
it's
Ooh.
so much brighter than it
Nice,
normally
dude.
is. It's just this explosion of radiant energy.
This is pretty freaking swag. This is probably the most fun I have had in a combat in a long time. This is insane. This is epic. This is, dare I say, poggers.
And if you roll with fear, I could maybe swap your duality dice.
Guys, DAGGERHEART's
DAGGERHEART's pretty sick.
DAGGERHEART's awesome. But to compare though, I had the same reaction to when you used a shield in Pathfinder. So I still like Pathfinder more, but DAGGERHEART's awesome.
21 with hope.
You
Miss-
got him, dude.
Let's
Roll
go.
damage.
Let's 17 times 2.
34, nearly severe, but that is a major amount of damage as you strike into the back of Strahd as he just barely turns, going through like his armor and striking into the side of him. This smite alights him and nearly explodes his undead body. You both are like blasted back from each other for a moment as he like skids backwards, nearly landing into Vistro. He's like, a part of his clothes is like smoking slightly, and you notice from underneath it that there is this wound there, and it immediately heals up. And he's and all of you hear this distant sound almost within the very walls of Castle Ravenloft. You hear a resounding thrumming of a heartbeat, just a singular boom, boom. Okay, I am going to spend a fear. I'm going to spotlight Strahd. I'm going to roll a d8. He has his life suck ability. Does not trigger. And you also moved into melee with him, right? Sorry, I forgot this ability. Can you roll an instinct reaction roll? This is his passive called Look Into My Eyes.
12.
Unfortunately, you fail. You gain 3 fear as you went to go strike Strahd.
Stress?
No, I gain 3 fear.
Jeez.
Holy I gain 3
That's
fear.
good.
You know what? I'm just going to go back down to 6 because I'm going to spotlight all my adversaries. Strahd is going to make a attack against you, Carter. Just a dirty 20.
I'll do I am your shield.
You mark a stress and take 10, so...
I'll mark an armor and take none.
Oh, nice. And he goes into
Ribbert,
attack for you.
clutch.
And Ribbert, how do you block the attack?
I think I like get in front and I just unroll my picture of all of my kids in front of him.
You would, please, I've got a family.
Okay, so here's Billy Bob, here's Dilly Dob, here's Teddy, here's Theodore.
Hits the ground.
Yeah.
keeps
Yeah.
rolling.
He goes, you have a daughter. She does not seem as well as the rest of your sons.
Wow, he's so observant.
Okay, then the bats and dogs. Dog on Carter. Dog on Bistro. This bat over here, Ribbert. This bat right here is going to go for Ushi.
I don't know where Ushi is.
Ushi is sandwiched.
middle.
The tiny thing
Oh,
that's
okay.
sandwiched between everything else. This is hell right here.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
I hate this.
This is like 6th to 10th in Mario Kart.
Anyone outside of that just sees a big dust cloud.
Yeah, I'm saying.
This was a really big turn that I took, so I'm going to summarize it very quickly. The wolf attacks Vistro and misses. The wolf that attacks Carter also misses. The bat hits Ribbert, but Carter uses I Am Your Shield and takes 14 damage. And the last bat hits Ushi, but she blocks the attack with her armor and doesn't take any damage. It passes back to the players, and I am terrified of whatever Emma is going to do next.
Strahd.
Go, Vistro.
Bonk on his dang head.
21 with
Hit.
with hope.
Which one with hope?
Woo! 16 plus 16 plus 16
Oh my goodness.
is
48.
Yeah, 48.
okay. Plus 7
What's that, 55?
and then plus 5.
Brother.
60?
What does it look like when you hit him like this? This is a severe hit to Strahd.
I think after seeing all of his friends, the fire kind of goes away in his eyes, and he's not so angry anymore. And he kind of pulls himself together, and he grabs on to his hammer, both hands, and he.
Strahd is currently like trying to deal with you, and then he turns and sees the attack, and he tries to brace for it. He's just like hit by the side of his head, and he like rolls onto the ground, like skidding onto the ground. He's like, ah! And he is bleeding from the side of his head. The wound does not heal, and you watch as he, we'll meet again. He's gonna use his reaction, and he disappears into mist and heads through the floor.
This is what I was thinking about. When I heard fight Strahd in Castle Ravenloft, I had 2 big worries. How? It's too big. It's just massive. And then once he becomes mist, we're going to have to find him again. That's half, I think, the real challenge of Ravenloft is finding him or getting to a space where then he hasn't regenerated and returned. I don't know how we're going to do this. I know he's going to get away.
Strahd's leaving. That's not a good sign. We're all bunched up, though. I'm sure we can all get an attack of opportunity. This isn't D&D, is it?
Wait! Was he leaving melee range?
Yeah, I guess he is.
Can I do an opportunity attack?
I don't know. Unless you have something that lets you do that.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh.
If an adversary within melee range attempts to leave that range, make a reaction roll using a trait of your choice.
I didn't know this game had that. This game has attack of opportunities? And they're unlimited? What'd I tell you? Don't tell Emma the odds.
Against their difficulty.
Holy
One
60.
effect on a success.
60 again.
Or 2 if you
The left
critically
ball!
succeed.
The right ball!
Oh, Strahd. Oh, Strahd, you have no idea what I have up my sleeve. You're not going anywhere, buddy. If I succeed, I get to choose one of these. They can't move from where they are, or you deal damage to them equal to your primary weapon's damage.
Oh
you
my
move
God,
with them.
You can sentinel
Move with them.
What through the floor?
I'm like,
Help me! It's like the third episode of Castlevania when they just keep falling to the
Yeah,
floor.
I think it'd be funny if he was missed going through the floor. You kill him, he becomes solid. It's just like he's caught in the geometry.
no! Oh, no. And can I use my experience, Weekend Pump Warrior?
that feels right. It feels right though. I don't know why, but it does.
What?
If you have a hope for it,
Yeah.
right?
Sure,
I
man.
do. I do.
We know anything about Bistro is he's young,
Oh
dumb,
my God.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
shout it right in your ear.
So 26
26?
with hope.
Wow. All right. Are you stopping him, following him, or doing damage?
I'm gonna stop him.
Okay, so he like skids along the floor, and as he's moving and he's about to like disappear, Will meets and you just hook him with like the back of your warhammer, pulling back in. He's like, ah!
Got one more set, bro.
Yeah,
So
one more
One
set.
more set.
One more set, big boy.
All right, somebody better take the
Take the spotlight, quick, somebody.
After that,
Yeah.
Man, I did not foresee this. I knew Vistra could do attack of opportunities, but I didn't know it was like the Sentinel feat in D&D, and he can just keep him from going anywhere. This is his one method of escape. He's really low on HP. I don't know how I get him out of here. Well, anyways, Ripert takes the spotlight and attacks. 26. That is major. So he takes 2. You go in and just bing, hit him in the face. And as you do, he's now like bleeding like from like his nose. He gets pulled to the ground. My turn. You know, 6. We 1, 2. I still got guys.
you do got guys. 5 big guys.
I'm going down to 3. 5 big guys. Grabbing on my thighs. If they
They're
keep,
all bottoms.
if they keep
Damn it. The curse
really
of
the-
Strahd.
opportunity
Dreadful place.
attacking, I might just die.
This really is a gothic horror.
Yeah.
So this is the curse of Strahd. Okay, so the combat continues on, and it continues on, and they're taking turns, and they're missing and rolling with fear. So then I go, and then I attack, and then I miss, and then Vistro continues to keep Strahd from escaping. It's honestly like the Hulk with Loki. He's just grabbing him and slamming him around the ground, and he cannot leave. And the bats are still around, and the dogs are still around, and nobody's really hitting. You can watch the entire VOD up on Arcane Arcade if you want to watch every nitty-gritty detail. But here is a montage segment of effectively what this portion of combat felt like. And then that was 1 wolf.
Oh, no.
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 in total, right?
5 to 10 feet.
He's
Oh.
next to the back.
That is all of them.
Ben to get it
Oh.
back.
yeah.
That's okay. I guess I'll just. Wait,
what
so
what
think
you
about
can
the-
cause the ally to gain hope. So if you want to spend one and give,
I mean, as long as the
Calliope hope.
calculus works out that way, because the thing about random blades is I have to.
Well,
Do you want help?
You roll a d4 and you get rid of that many
Oh.
stress.
take the damage. So you
Oh, okay,
mark
yeah,
another
so,
HP.
well, I would.
It's armor. It's an extra armor.
I'll do Iron
I tried.
Shield. As many as I win.
All right, I'm summoning the
Go on,
ghosts.
go on.
Yeah, you should go now.
Okay,
You should go
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot that guy.
You kill the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, on
It's
reaction.
reaction.
But do your damage.
Fear.
Don't go 48.
Ooh.
Okay, he's gonna use
Bad.
his reaction because he's marking HP, and he is going to. I'm gonna spend a fear, and he is going. Well, I gained 1, right? But I'm gonna use it right now,
Yeah.
and he's gonna Misty Escape.
No.
He says,
No.
17.
Yeah.
he's staying there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm spending fear.
Okay, go ahead.
What's
I'm
he
gonna-
doing
I'm
again?
I'm gonna beat your.
Bistro will never let him leave. Bistro would rather die than see Strahd leave.
You know what? Fine. You want to keep fucking fighting me? Fine. I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna spend 2 fear, and I'm gonna summon 1d4 vampires.
Uh,
1.
1d4.
It's gone
Yeah, it's
forever.
1. You guys like, hey, what's up?
Hey, sorry, the rest
Oh,
of them
it's
couldn't make
Charles.
it. I'm sorry, boy.
You want to fight? Fine. One.
Come, my minions, my dread children. Dave, where is everybody?
Sorry, boss. He's just me.
Oh, jeez. It's 1. Guys, I fear Daggerheart might be the best game ever.
Put that guy yeah, he comes
Somewhere.
out through that hallway right there. And he says, You want to fight me? Fine. Come now, my minions.
Yeah.
And through the door, bust open, and one vampire.
All right, well, one vampire's still kind of scary.
He says, "Where are the rest of them?" And he goes, "My lord, they're busy." He says, "Summon all of them."
Dave, did you forget to ping the Discord?
Text the group chat.
We changed everyone's role for a meme, and now they're not responding with vampire.
We sent too many memes. Now everyone has the chat muted.
Sir, I am blocked from the Discord. You banned me because I kept posting furry.
I'm going. 14 with fear.
Oh.
Yeah.
He escapes.
Strahd goes, "Not this time." And he disappears into the floor.
God damn it, it wasn't enough.
Oh, thank God.
All right, I'll go attack the bat. 9 plus 11.
Oh, it's 9/11 with fear.
With fear.
Oh, no. 9/11 with
That's
fear.
my experience next game.
Yeah. Not again.
Never forget.
My experience is never forget. 13.
That hits.
I am your shield.
Wow.
Walk and attack, man. 8 physical damage.
Okay.
We need to play a game all Seraphs and
Oh, yes.
Guardians. We never
No.
ever take direct
No.
hits. We all just block each other.
You guys are like, get in formation. And you walk in like a square.
Oh, we're making a phalanx.
Turtle up.
I feel like in the one shot, I had hope galore. I've had no hope for so long.
I have
Yes.
too
Same.
much
Just like
hope.
real life.
After a couple more turns, the bats and wolves flee because I didn't want to do an entire bat-wolf combat. I want to get to the next section. Everybody's not very happy that they fled.
I wanted to finish them off.
So I think the concept of the 2d12s as like everything that you do in the game is really interesting, but also I feel like a lot of the time that is causing us to fail or at least give Jacob more fear. It does lead to some really cool moments, so I guess it's worth it.
It was kind of strange. I thought Daggerheart combat was like really fast and quick to the action, but that combat kind of stalled out for a while in the middle. There was a lot of missing and not a lot happening, so just something I didn't really expect from Daggerheart. What can man do against such reckless attack of opportunity? You guys look around and you notice, everything calms down. Vistro, you're still alive. You guys are good, and you are in this strange chapel. Vistro, you look around this place, kind of channeling this ancient esoteric knowledge that you just know within you. As you look around, kind of feeling around where something important would be, there is an altar up above. And as you step up towards it, you notice that there is the hilt of a blade and a blade that is right in front of it. And they look ancient, very old, but it almost looks like you could piece them together. You piece it together and you hold it upwards, and it alights with radiant energy as you hold the sun sword in your hand.
This is a surprise tool that we can use for later.
Come on, gotta have the sun sword. It's an important part of Ravenloft, a very character in its own. Oh, dang it! I didn't do the what do you find in there. Instead, I made up loot and wrote it ahead of time and prepared it. This is just like D&D. Can you end this demo?
Oh.
Did anybody else want to explore the room?
I think we should look around. I don't think he got too far.
I'll look around.
Okay. Roll instinct.
13?
You can tell, Carter, there is this distant thrumming sound, that heartbeat that I was telling you about earlier. And you can tell that the direction from which it's coming. There is, through a hallway, there is this staircase that leads to a tower, and you can tell that sound is coming from there. You think that has some importance to why Strahd is able to, shove off some of the hits.
We should check that out.
Can I lead the party there?
Yes, you guys make your way in and head your way up the staircase. As you make your way higher and higher.
Do I still have my rat?
As you going up the stairs, and Vistro, you now have the sun sword with you. You look down, you've got a rat.
Great. I put him in my little Pokeball.
You hold him and he goes, "Hey, thanks for saving me."
What's up, bro?
What's
Dab
up?
him up.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Great.
How you doing?
We're gonna be buddies forever. You know that?
man.
Great. We gotta come up with a handshake later.
Hey,
but
you take care of this Strahd guy. I'll go with you wherever you want.
Smoke a pack a day? What's going on?
oh,
This rat's
Hey,
No, it's one a day is basically a pack for a rat.
yeah.
Hey, you got a lighter?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, you got the rat with you, and you're making your way up, and as you ascend this staircase, you can hear distant voices, almost like a choir, a cacophony of voices that are leading up to the top of this tower. There's this distant glowing red light coming from the center of this tower, and as you get to it, you see this enormous glass heart that is currently beating, and it looks like parts of it are shattered, and you can see that Strahd has his hand upon it, and then he turns down to the rest of you and he says, "Leave me alone. What could you possibly want from me?"
We want to go home.
Wow, how are you immortal?
I made an ancient deal with the powers, the dark powers. I wanted to live forever, and it took everything from me. Everyone that I loved. My brother turned from me. The woman I loved, she killed herself.
Oh my god.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, sorry,
And
bro.
now I waste away in this tower. I suppose awaiting judgment. Is this you?
Yeah.
I know you. You just have the property. Get that out of here. I don't recognize
your
it.
house, man.
I never signed nor agreed to it. He flies over. What company is this?
I don't know. You're sending people out. You f***ing tricked me, guy.
He rips it in half.
While he's
Roll
distracted.
agility, roll agility.
This is the part in the movies when someone's holding a gun up to someone else and they're like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot you," and then they go into this whole monologue, and I'm like, "Just shoot them already." So I'm just gonna go hit it.
While
It's
you're
dead.
sneaking and while you're running, he turns and he says, "And you want the same as him to take this place for yourself?
Oh, you're
I
talking
would
to me?
rather live 1,000 more lives than have a bunch of stinking goblins take up my castle."
Oh.
That's not cool,
Hey
bro.
now, you may be from a different time, but that just means you've had more time to learn. That's not acceptable.
This is my land. As you know, I am ancient. I am their land. I make the rules. And I prefer that there were more humans in Barovia. I prefer that a higher amount of population was humans.
Look, I understand making a deal for the ones you love. The only problem or difference between them is the people love me back. So I think you gotta go.
Oh, River, them's fighting words.
I have no need for love anymore, as he turns around and he says, "Besides, your blood tastes disgusting."
21.
It succeeds. You sneak up, and as you get up to the next, up to the heart, you are right in front of it. There's a strange feeling, but you can hear this pleading, these sounds of all these souls from beyond, from within. They beg for you to stop. For some reason, they're trapped here or something. You can see like their handprints coming up the edge of the glass heart, and they want to live.
I don't know who any of those people are. I don't know how they got there or what they're doing, and I don't have time to ask. So, sorry about it.
Vistro, if you want to try to smash this thing, you need to make a presence or a strength roll to try to push yourself beyond to destroy this glass heart.
22 with fear.
How do you destroy it?
Punches.
Your fist slowly punches into it, and the heart shatters into a bajillion pieces as blood begins to disperse down the entire tower, all the way to the bottom, everywhere. And Strahd yells out, he turns, he goes, "No!" Because you rolled with fear, he's going to immediately just like teleport directly in front of you. He is enraged. There are veins running up the side of like his face and his neck. His eyes are bright red, just like fully bloodshot. I'm going to give him like 3 attacks.
Do it.
It's Strahd, baby.
Hey, it also seems fitting.
11,
No.
12,
No.
and 10.
No. Strahd, you kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
He goes in. How do you block all of the attacks?
With the sun sword.
That makes sense.
He goes and he goes for the attack, and you take out the sun sword.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, literally. And you just like, he's like, "No!" as he falls backwards, just kind of floating in front of you. Vistro has destroyed the Heart of Sorrow. Strahd is beaten down and directly in front of them. And everybody kind of wants to attack Strahd at the same time. And there's a really cool mechanic in Daggerheart called a tag team. Once per session, a number of characters can spend 3 hope to initiate a tag team roll. Everybody makes an action roll of some kind, typically one that like deals damage. But before resolving the roll's outcome, the players get to choose which role they want to be the role for the tag team. If it's with hope, the players gain hope equal to the amount of players that were involved, and if it's with fear, then the GM gains fear equal to the amount of players involved. And then all of the damage is added up into a single big attack. It's a really cool narrative way to like combine all of your efforts for one big attack. Theoretically, this gets a little weird. 5 players could all attack at once and do like 200 damage, but because it would only go past the severe threshold, it would only mark 3 HP. In a weird way, it's almost better to go by individual turns to try to mark as many HP as possible if you want it to be optimal.
The cinematic flavor, the possibilities you can do with these tag teams, I think that's really interesting, really wild to explore how far you can take that. 3 Hope is a little steep.
I don't know. It really just depends on the scenario. But this rule is really cool. So Calliope, Vistro, and Ribbert all tag team Strahd. Their role is incredible. They also roll with Hope, and they do a ton of damage. Enough to kill Strahd. The 3 of you, all with your combined powers, describe what happens as you kill Strahd.
Calliope takes all of her remaining magic and just like, I think she channels it like through the staff, and they manifest as like these like fiery like lashes that like wrap around his arms. And just pins and pastes, and it just like burns away like the sleeves of his cloak.
I'm holding him with my tongue, and I start like, I lift him up and put him prone, just getting ready.
Exactly.
Oh, go.
Vistro.
Oh my god.
Vistro runs and he jumps with the sword and he stabs him right in the heart.
And as you do, he's just like,
This is really fun. This is a lot of fun.
I love that the game encourages people to work together, and when they have the resources, because it's a big ask. 3 Hope from multiple people is a lot, especially considering I was at like 0 hope for a long time for this game. But to spend the resources and combine all your damage, it just feels so cool. Feels like you're in a superhero movie or something. Like, this is fantastic.
I like to tag team. Helping each other out is very cool, very fun, and it feels kind of realistic.
and he explodes into like a bunch of dust and mist, which sink downwards deep into Castle Ravenloft, which all of you know he goes back to his coffin. You have a limited amount of time to find him in his coffin to put him down for good. You race down the stairs, down into the crypts of Ravenloft, moving past zombies and wraiths that attempt to stop you as all of you follow after Ushi, who has just laid out this like perfect path. You know, you're a scout, you're really good at being able to define like a perfect way like through like a scenario. You're constantly yelling out orders to everybody behind you to like get down, to move into a certain direction until you all kind of burst the door open into this crypt where Strahd lays within a coffin. Describe to me how you finish him off.
Is his coffin open or is it closed?
It's closed.
Well, that's true.
You run over first, Carter, and you throw it open, and you see him lying there.
Oh, wait. I actually have a really cool ability. I can't trigger it, but maybe that's what I'm doing. It's called Hold Them Off. Maybe I'm just holding the door.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You're like, go, go, go.
You know, I think I'm with Ushi then. Yeah, we are holding the line as I think Calliope's just fucking lost it at this point.
Yeah.
It's just like full on like storm, just like
yeah, you're like floating.
Yeah.
And you're just like crossbow just shooting over and over into tons of zombies.
I think I'm holding the sun sword with Vistro.
Nice.
Together.
We do it together.
No, I think Vistro sees you holding on to it, lets go of it, lets you hold it, and he picks up Strahd. And he holds it up for you.
I've been following Vistro for so long, trying to learn how to be a better role model, trying to learn how to be inspirational. This is my moment. Vistro has shown me what to do.
I think this is where DAGGERHEART really succeeds, is narrative beats here. I think that's why the system calls them scenes. And I think for us, when we try and recall them, when people talk about RPGs, it's never a story like, hey, remember that time we played D&D that then we did that thing? It's always, hey, remember that time when we were in Castle Ravenloft, when we were fighting Strahd? It's a weird thing where you associate with yourself and you feel like you're the ones doing it, and it's your memory. Your brain forms it as a memory. I think DAGGERHEART just facilitates that.
You take the sword and you're about to pierce him, but you think about your daughter.
Ribertina, she still has her cold.
River, we were so close. We were so close. There are other ways, River. We can save her some other way. We could lobby the government and get a single-payer system for health insurance. Break the monopoly that these insurance companies, this stranglehold that they have on us. But no, you have to consult the vampire. Please see through this folly, I beg of you.
I need to find out how you haven't died yet.
I wouldn't wish this on anyone.
I'll keep looking. I'll keep looking for a cure. It has to be out there. The cure to the common cold.
The sun sword pierces through Strahd's heart, and he dies like any other man. All of the zombies and the ghosts of the ghouls at Castle Ravenloft are dispelled or fall to the ground dead, and you guys have defeated Strahd. Congratulations. You did it.
Yay! We're free! Overall, I had a good time. I mean, props to Jacob for rewriting all of Castle Ravenloft to fit within Daggerheart. I do have some critiques about Daggerheart. I think as a system, I think this appeals to kind of a different crowd than a lot of what D&D and Pathfinder fans would like, because this is very much more freeform. I think it's asking a lot of commitment from the players to dive headfirst into just roleplay, improv. I think that's probably where a lot of people are gonna back off a little bit. Like, it seems really front-loaded with that kind of stuff, because once you get playing, I think any D&D player will really kind of fall into it. It's just mechanics-wise at that point. It's just if you can get past that initial hurdle, how can you not like holding a little card, playing it out when you want? I would like to play more. I don't know if you guys would like to see more, but
This is the farthest I have ever gotten in Curse of Strahd, and this is a one-shot. It's been several times. So this is the first time I've actually been in the castle. I did it! I completed Curse of Strahd, but in big sections. And I skipped over the entire middle. I think that combat works really well because everyone kind of gets to play off of each other and do things, and there's not a specific set order. I do feel like Strahd was a tiny bit scarier because he could go basically at any point, and that's horrifying. And that's how a vampire should be. They should be scary. I think it's kind of hard to compare them. I think, yeah, they're similar and they share some similar things, but I think that Daggerheart is almost a completely different vibe and game. It's very based on roleplay and what the characters want, and I really enjoy that. But if that's not something that you're looking for and you want something with numbers and rolling and a lot of math and specific set rules, then don't play it. That's it.
That was a lot of fun. I had a good time. Daggerheart was pretty cool, dare I say. It's not a perfect system, but I do find myself really fascinated by it, and I would like to maybe run some games in it at some point. There are so many like samey RPGs out there right now where a lot of things just have a lot of similar mechanics, a lot of similar accoutrements that basically come with it, where one thing is kind of like the other is like the other. So I feel like the thing about RPGs today is they kind of need to break the mold, of course. And I think Daggerheart does that in a really interesting way, where like Pathfinder really gets down into the nitty gritty of everything that's happening and allows you to create a character that is like completely and especially yours on a mechanical level, and that's how it's demonstrable. D&D is like a less complex version of that, where you still get some of that satisfaction of putting together a character, but you have less options, and therefore you have to almost flavor things a little more to make things feel unique. I feel like Daggerheart drifts away from that even further, where we have people sitting at the table that have some of the same abilities, but because the cards are so vague about the way that they're presented, it leaves a lot of room for the players to come in and say, this is what my I will be your shield looks like. Like, we had 2 I will be your shields, and one of them is like, yes, I get in front of someone and block them with the shield. The other one is, no way, look, my kid. That's funny. That is memorable. I'm gonna hold on to that forever. And I think that's what TTRPGs are ultimately about. It's like making memories with your friends. Remember that one time we killed Strahd? That was great. It was so much fun. This is what role-playing games should be.
I actually really liked it. I thought it was really cool. I know it was a slog. Combat always kind of is. But it was really just one after the other. I felt like my head was just constantly on a swivel, looking back to the DM, going back to a player. I didn't really care when my turn was or if it ever came. I was just having so much fun watching everyone else play off each other. And the fear mechanic is kind of brilliant. It allows a GM the ability to fight multiple times and attack multiple in a round, and it doesn't feel cheap. We know, we almost telecasted that's going to happen. I also think I've never in a game been able to PogChamp with my DM more than in this game. I've never been able to watch a table that we have, play and do some really cool stuff, and look at my DM and he's kind of the table. Daggerheart is a weird thing where it breaks down that barrier and forces the DM back into the table. And a lot of the games pushed them super far away. I felt more connected to my DM this way. It was cool.
I think if you wanted to run Castle Ravenloft in a day, this is the system to do it. Little Halloween one-shot, I think DAGGERHEART is both very complex and very simple at the same time. It takes you a little while to understand exactly what you have going on, but once you understand it, it's great. It's very narrative-driven. Just do what you want to do, and there's not very many limitations to it. It's great.
It's such an undertaking to be able to get to this point. I mean, I know we collapsed so much of it, but I don't feel like anything's missing. I've had a great time. For a first experience with DAGGERHEART, a first experience with Curse of Strahd, I feel fulfilled. I could talk ad nauseum about DAGGERHEART, I think. I think there's a lot of cool things that it does. I think when we look at things like D&D, it's really easy to go, hey, they're kind of great systems, but that's after 50 years. To have your first game, the first edition, only through months of beta testing be this good? Sure, all art stood on the shoulders of giants. This is phenomenal. And I think it's going to be groundbreaking for how we tell stories. How all of us want to interact with this game we play and these narratives that we're trying to tell. I think it's amazing. But I'm going to look through you, whoever the fuck you are. My DM spends the most time out of anyone I know converting the craziest shit. Dungeon delves not only an immense amount of hours on the tail end of editing and stuff, but just the pre-production. And I think that's impressive. DAGGERHEART's great, but I think my DM's amazing.
Okay, all right. You're sweet. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. It was a really interesting challenge, too, to take this system and run something else in it. I thought I would be doing a lot more converting. Like, D&D has its rules, DAGGERHEART has its rules, and I was gonna have to, like, convert it over. But this made me realize that DAGGERHEART really isn't similar to D&D, except for mostly in concept and kind of in narrative play. Castle Ravenloft acted more as the backdrop and setting to what we were playing, rather than it being literally exactly 100% to what it is in D&D. DAGGERHEART just doesn't play the same way. Towards the ending, I sort of sped things up a little bit just so that we could get to the end. In D&D, this would feel more cheap. I would have to ask everybody, hey, is it okay if we kind of go into a narrative segment here and we ignore the rules just so we can get to the end of the game? But in DAGGERHEART, it didn't feel that out of line. It felt really good to be able to, within the rules, narratively get to the end of our story. Whenever I GM D&D or Pathfinder, I often feel like I can be put into a bind by the rules. If I want to do something narratively that I think is really cool, I kind of have to break the rules in order to do it. If I want a fireball to blow up a bridge, I kind of need to just like pretend the bridge doesn't have hit points and make it happen. If I want a villain to get away, maybe they don't always follow the rules of a dimension door spell, or I have to make up some new spell that they can cast. And it can kind of be obvious to your players that the GM's trying to do his thing. It kind of feels like when you're playing pretend and you're the kid on the playground who's like, well, actually my ability is way stronger and way cooler and it does this big thing. Like, it just kind of feels like you're breaking the narrative for yourself. I don't feel that way in DAGGERHEART. The system facilitates the GM crafting the narrative. There's something really cool you want to have happen. In DAGGERHEART, you can just do it. Or, you spend a fear to do it. Now, in D&D and Pathfinder, I don't have a resource that I have to spend in order to make things happen. And I was really nervous about that with DAGGERHEART. I thought I was going to run out of fear and then the players were just going to steamroll the game. It's actually the opposite. I had so much fear. Like, I never ran out of fear. And in the way that DAGGERHEART plays, this back and forth between the players gave me a lot more opportunity to do what I wanted to do. Maybe that's me just having really cool players. I love my players. They're really forgiving towards me and my weird decisions that I make and experiments I force them to do. But it was cool to kind of not really be as much of an adversary as the GM is in other TTRPGs. Every time I did something, the players were like, yeah, that makes sense that would happen. It's like, oh, that's nice. That's kind of nice that everybody just doesn't hate when I'm doing something. Except when I was attacking Calliope with the Wraith. Look, she triggered the puzzle. The Wraith came out and wanted to attack her. That's just kind of how that went. I think what surprised me the most is how nitty-gritty DAGGERHEART can really get. And what I've learned is that DAGGERHEART is kind of a complicated system. I think it's why a lot of people are looking for a definitive answer about whether or not they will like DAGGERHEART. And why nobody can really give a concise, definitive answer. Everybody has different opinions about it. Because on the surface, DAGGERHEART is a narrative-focused TTRPG, but when you start playing it and you get into it, this game is complicated. There's a lot of effects that can trigger at the same time. There's a lot of insane rules that interact strangely with each other, and that is something I did not expect. So can you run Castle Ravenloft in DAGGERHEART? Yeah, kinda. It's more that you can run DAGGERHEART and the theme of the game can be Ravenloft, and you can have stuff inspired from the thing that you're running in the game. But at the end of the day, you kind of craft whatever narrative you want to craft. There are other systems I really want to try and I really want to play, and I think that they deserve a fair chance, just like DAGGERHEART does. I think it's pretty fun. Me, personally, I don't think I'm going to switch all my campaigns to DAGGERHEART or anything. I think it's a fun system to play one-shots in, or maybe a couple of games. Or if you ever get that like hyperfixation idea to like really run something in a system, but you like don't have a system for it, I think DAGGERHEART would facilitate that very well. My favorite parts of DAGGERHEART are how cinematic it is. That it's just really easy to create a cinematic moment. I feel like you have to try really hard in other systems to really get there, but it just kind of happens in DAGGERHEART, which is just really fun. Thank you for watching all the way to the end here. I hope you learned something. Anyways, have fun in your games, steal whatever rules you want, and make sure that Strahd can like summon 2d4 vampires instead of 1d4. What was that?